Good day, everyone. My name is Davette Wallace, and my presentation will be on unemployment in the Bahamas. I will introduce the types of unemployment, their causes, and the cost of unemployment. I will also discuss some of the recent unemployment trends for the years 2015 to 2019, fluctuations in the GDP of the period, and give recommendations on how to combat unemployment. Please enjoy. What is unemployment? Unemployment is the position of an individual who is not working but actively seeking a job. A person can either be frictionally, structurally, cyclically, or seasonally unemployed. The labor force is divided into two categories: the unemployed labor force and the employed labor force. The unemployment rate can be calculated by dividing the amount of unemployment individuals by the total labor force, and the said can be seen for the employed labor force. Frictional unemployment is that temporary period in between jobs. During this time, individuals are switching from one job to another, and it tends to be short term. Structural unemployment occurs when there is a mismatch of skills and individuals who can possess these skills in the market. In short, it is due to lack of skills demanded in the marketplace. Skills of workers are not demanded due to changing consumption or production patterns, which can end up being long term. Seasonal unemployment occurs when a job is not in demand at certain seasons or persons can only find them for a specific time of year. Some people relate seasonal unemployment to frictional unemployment because of the short duration in between. These jobs are available according to the job description, weather, or climate. To add, cyclical unemployment occurs when there are economic disruptions or downturns in a business cycle. This causes production processes to slow down and freeze because of the decline in economic activity in the market, which can further cause businesses to reduce staff. Causes of unemployment: cyclical economic downturns leading to a recession or depression. Of the three unemployment types, this is considered the worst because it is caused by a reduction in demand of goods and services relative to potential GDP, leading to a loss of real national output, creating unemployment. For example, the current COVID-19 pandemic has caused many Bahamian businesses to cut back on staff. Many businesses shut down, reduced hours because of inactivity, and have relieved employees. It is still ongoing and just ended its third wave. There also were a few variants that generated from this virus as well. And with this knowledge, it is uncertain when the Bahamas will return to some normalcy. And it is also uncertain how high the unemployment rate will be. Structural unemployment can be caused by structural or technological advancements. Technological advancement may cause a business to downsize a manual labor, but it is not all bad because once machines are introduced to a business, there will be a need for workers to maintain these machines. It also occurs when wages are kept over equilibrium wage caused by unions, minimum wage laws, and efficiency wages. When unions raise wages above equilibrium wage, the quality of labor demanded falls, creating a surplus in the job market, unemployment. When wages are above equilibrium, individuals will be earning a higher wage than the minimum wage, and those earning minimum wage might end up getting lower or becoming unemployed. Seasonal unemployment happens because of seasonality in jobs due to job description, weather, or climate. For example, ski instructors, farmers, and some construction workers. Ski instructors could only operate in the cold weather where it is snowing. Farmers can only operate during certain times of years because certain crops rely on certain types of weather for good harvest. Some construction workers cannot work during the wet season or the winter season, and some mariners are not equipped enough to handle the wet and frigid conditions of being out to sea. Frictional unemployment is caused by change in jobs or job relocation. Some causes can be due to job dissatisfaction, skill gaps, and personal reasons as well. The persons who are classed as fictionally unemployed are college and high school graduates, first-time job seekers, workers quitting to look for better opportunities, and re-entrants from a career break. What was discovered? According to the Department of Statistics Labor Force Survey, the total labor force increased by 13.7% for the May 2015 to May 2019 period. May 2015 had 208,895 individuals, and it increased to 237,525 in May 2019. The total Bahamas unemployment rate for the May 2015 period was 12.0%. However, in May of 2019, it decreased to 20.8%. It decreased 20.8% to 9.5%. For New Providence, there was a 21.7% decrease in the unemployment rate from 12.0% in May 2015 to 9.4% in May 2019. In Grand Bahama, there was a 15.5% decrease in the unemployment rate from 12.9% in May 2015 to 10.9% in May 2019. And for the island of Abaco, there was a 23.8% decrease in the unemployment rate from 12.2% in May 2015 to 9.3% in May 2019. A survey was conducted on 100 individuals, and it revealed that 72% of the individuals were employed and 28% were unemployed. The highest level of education attained was senior high school, with 57% of the individuals completing senior high school, 33% completing university, 9% completed some tertiary institution, and 1% completed junior high. The data provided by the Department of Statistics shows that for the May 2019 period, approximately 55% of the labor force completed secondary level education, 20% completed university, 10% completed some tertiary institution, and 8% had incomplete secondary level education. It also found that more males than females are employed in each of the years for the period 2015 to 2019. So it can be said that females have a higher percentage of unemployment than their male counterparts. What is GDP? Gross domestic product, or GDP, is the measure of economic performance based on the value of final goods and services produced within a country during a given period. Nominal GDP is GDP before the calculation of inflation, that is, gross domestic product with the current prices, with inflation prices. Real GDP is the GDP after the calculation for inflation, that's goods and services at constant prices, or prices without inflation. And a deflator is a price index used to adjust nominal GDP for real GDP. It measures the average prices of all finished goods and services produced within a nation's borders over time. For unemployment and GDP, it can be said that they have an inverse relationship. As GDP increases, unemployment falls, and as GDP decreases, unemployment rises. The table below shows nominal GDP for the islands 2015 to 2019, islands of New Providence, Grand Bahama, and the Family Islands. Nominal GDP for New Providence and Abaco increased to 22.5% and 7.8% respectively from May 2015 to May 2019. Nominal GDP for Grand Bahama decreased by 5.3% for that period. What are the costs of unemployment? Loss or reduction in household income, fall in living standards, increased health risks due to long-term unemployment, social exclusion, loss of marketable skills, fall in good demand for goods and services for businesses, increased spending on unemployment benefits by the government, increase in crime, loss in real GDP, and an increase in poverty. Some recommendations to try to combat unemployment include lowering job requirements, more job fairs, further development of family islands, allowing individuals to further their education, providing on-the-job training, and raising minimum wage and creating more skilled jobs. To conclude, unemployment is an issue in the world's most prominent of countries. The unemployment rate is higher in Grand Bahama compared to New Providence and Abaco. The nominal GDP per capita has increased for the majority of islands, but we can expect a decline for the 2020 to present because of COVID-19. A rise. The unemployment rate is expected to increase for the period 2020 to 2021. There are several ways to help combat high unemployment by better education, training, lowering job requirements, and holding more job fairs. Thank you.